We're live.
All right.
Right on. Welcome to episode 31 of Jack's Hangout series.
Yep.
And the first one of 2023.
And as you can tell, this episode will be celebrating 35 years of the original Nick Jr.
That's right.
And not its brand counterpart from September 2009, which was the same year as Thomas the Brain's Hero of the Whales came out, and the same year as Cry of a Chance of Meatballs came out.
Yes. We actually had Flying with Chance of Meatballs. That was a good movie.
Same.
And I have more good news. I no longer had to hide my secret crush from my mom and stepdad because they now understand.
Oh, well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And it's now safe to share it to everyone on YouTube, even when my streams are wide.
True. Yeah, I guess it is safe because we also did tell this to Jeff Kinney, the author of Die with Wimpy Kid, on Twitter before. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. We did tell Jeff Kinney, the author of Die with Wimpy Kid, that Al Creer has a crush on Star Butterfly, and he's actually fine with it. He even liked my picture of Star Butterfly in the style of Jeff Kinney's series.
Ooh, that's interesting and fascinating too.
Yeah, for the past couple of days, I've been making a lot of characters in the style of Jeff Kinney's books, and I'm planning to do more of these because this is actually kind of interesting. I've always wanted to see what they look like in Jeff's books.
And Ultra M8 Fan Productions LC official says time flies day. Nick Jr. is now 35. It doesn't turn 35 until this Wednesday.
Yeah, January 4th.
Yeah, it's 3 days from here.
Yes. And we're actually going to make an anniversary video, and it will be based on a Die with Wimpy Kid book. It'll be based on The Long Haul, which Greg and his family go on a road trip to visit his great-grandma's house for her birthday.
Yeah, not the
sound like a bad
2017
idea.
movie.
And also, when Nick Jr. makes either a post or video anniversary, I swear, if they forget Neo Kaiwan, then I'm totally done. I'm totally going to be done seeing the post. I'm not freaking kidding.
Well, we'll have to cross our fingers and see what happens. Hopefully it does. Hopefully Highland will be there.
Because like I said, Nickelodeon hasn't been caring much about it.
Yeah, but I think it's time they should bring Highland back for another post or something.
But I did comment on one of Barry's. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, and by the way, the other day when me and Jack were talking about Mary Harrington, we also discovered that Mary Harrington also worked on the Nickelodeon version of Doug. Yeah, we're actually not kidding. Mary Harrison actually worked on the Nickelodeon version of Doug. We did see it. We did see the end credits right before, and we saw her name.
I asked Briscoe on one of his videos about the Nick Jr. Quay figures and asked him if he
Sorry,
could
guys,
make
I
a
was having dinner.
video for Nick Jr.'s 45th anniversary. Asked him if he could make a video about why Neo Kaiwan ended unfairly.
Yeah,
Let's see, but I don't know how long this stream's gonna go for because I want to be with my family for tonight. So can I leave for today?
Oh,
What do you think, Jack? Should Michael leave and spend time with his family? Because it's clearly up to you.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. See you in the next stream.
all right.
see you
just
around,
us
Michael.
now.
Movie Guide 2K1.
And you were saying, Justin?
I was saying that Thailand definitely ended in an unfairly way. It could have at least got like maybe one or two more seasons. It could have at least got one more, like how Amphibia did, with a very emotional finale. But it definitely ended in an unfairly way, and I think it deserves better.
Well, like I said before, Lemon Wall Strikes Back is okay with Amphibia ending.
Yeah, well, I like the Amphibia finale anyway. But I'm saying that anyhow, Thailand should at least get one more season or two.
Also last night when I was in this argument with my mom and stepdad, and they told me to watch the last episode of Neo Kaiwan. But to be honest, I only watched bits of it on YouTube. Don't know if I plan on watching the whole episode or not, but I'm not sure. I'm fairly speechless.
Anyhow, Thailand deserves better.
I agree.
Because it's a show that almost everyone forgot about, and it's still part of our childhood.
Mine too.
Imposter? What exactly are you talking about? Toyota Marshall?
Oh, he told me this morning I had an imposter that made a clown video out of me, and I did not like it.
These imposters.
Yeah. In the words of Chris Griffin, you're such a hypocrite.
Yeah, you're such a hypocrite.
You're such a hypocrite. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That is not.
Toyota Marshall gets really under my nerves when it comes to those comments. It just makes me shoot myself in the head.
Whoa! Oh, please don't say that. You're live now.
Oh, well, it's all right, Verbal A's. Our creator kind of gets distressed out about what Toyota Marshall tells him.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Well, it's nice for you to drop by, Verbal A's.
Oh, you're truly welcome. Oh.
Woo! Phew.
Yeah, right now I'm just looking at the Nickelodeon version of Doug. Again, I really like the Nickelodeon version better than the Disney version. And the reason why Doug got bought by Disney was because Disney offered Jim Jenkins, the creator of the show, an offer about buying his studio. just so they can make more new episodes of a video game of Doug Live. You know,
Uh-huh.
if I was Jim Jenkins and Disney wanted to buy Doug, I would say no, because I think Doug should have ended after Doug graduates and not continue on with the Disney version. Because, like I said, the Disney version is just awful. It ruined everything. They blew it. Well, in the words of Billy Madison, they blew it. Billy
Yeah.
Weston returned the voice Doug. It was replaced by Thomas McHugh. And I actually didn't like Thomas as Doug. No, not Thomas the Tank Engine, but there's an actor named Thomas McHugh, and I didn't like Thomas McHugh as Doug. He sounds like he's trying to make Doug sound like a girl now.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Well, isn't Wubbsy voiced by a female?
Yeah, and Wubbsy is voiced by Grey DeLeo, and I actually liked Wubbsy as Grey DeLeo. Grey DeLeo was perfect for Wubbsy.
Yeah, I'm voiced by a female as well.
Yes, Ho Ho's voiced by an actress named Angie Wu.
Even Tommy Pickles as well.
Yeah.
Mine's usually Laura Jill Miller, our creator's
Well,
favorite voice actress.
Wait, Widget, you're already a female, aren't you?
Uh-huh. Right. Cause I'm voiced by our creator's favorite actress from Digimon, Laura Jill Miller.
Yes.
And about William Haircut, he's transgender, right?
It's Honeycutt.
Oh, Honeycutt, my bad.
Because the name also comes from American Dragon Jake Long, like Danica Honeycutts.
Yeah, we
Speaking
have. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Jack. You were saying?
Speaking of American Jake Long, I recently rewatched the episode The Ski Trip, which that episode seems familiar because of that one scene where Spud, not the bodybuilder Spud, not to be confused with that character, Scarecrow, was falling in love with this one seat. Reminds me of the SpongeBob episode Just One Bite where Squidward had a dream about falling in love with a Krabby Patty.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and I've actually seen that episode before. I remember watching it back in 2019 when I actually watched the entire series online. It's really good. And
classic.
Yeah, the first season, in my opinion, was awesome. As for the second season, it's all right. Not as awesome as the first season, despite the fact they changed the animation a little bit. I could say at least that season was better than Disney's Doug.
Yeah. Jonas Brothers was known for the second season intro.
You're right about that.
Yeah, this picture right here is a comparison of Jake of what Jake looked like in the first season and the second season. I liked his animation better in the first season. It looks more styling and perfect. And by the way, American Dragon Jake Long's anniversary is on the 21st, which that's also the same day when the Owl House Season 3, Episode 2 comes out for the future. But again, the only episode of American Dragon I didn't like is, once again, I talked about it before, Family Business, which it was written by Chris Nee, who is also the creator of Doc McStuffins. Like, seriously, I disliked the episode because Jake got punished at the end for pulling a prank on Haley. I mean, Jake apologized to his grandpa and son about the prank, but they punished him at the end still. And I don't like when they do this to Jake. I feel bad for him. He shouldn't be punished.
Uh-huh.
I do know that Chris Nee previously worked on Joss Whedon's Ubi, right?
Yeah, that's true. She actually did work on Ubi. She also worked on Blue's Clues and Wonder Pets and We Have Highland 2. That is the same Chris Nee I'm talking about. She worked on a couple episodes of the series.
Yeah, in the words of Michael Rosen to the episode Justin was talking about. In the words
And there is an episode I do not like in the Loud House. There's an episode I do not like from the Loud House, which is Brawl in the Family, which of course involves family as well.
Yeah.
Too overrated.
There's also another American Dragon Jake Long episode that
Uh,
got that. Oh, sorry, Jack. You were saying?
About Brawl in the Family, when Roy and Rennie were kept fighting over the same dress, I think Chris Savino must have got the inspiration from the Neo Karen episode, Everybody's Happy. Am I right?
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
About Am I right? That's what Brooklyn T guy from Savannah Rogan would say.
Anyways. And there's another American Dragon Jake Long episode. I kind of have mixed feelings about this one. There's another episode called Hero of the Hourglass, and at the beginning, at the end of that episode, Jake got punished again / grounded. Seriously, Steve Lauder, who worked on season 2 of the show, what the heck has gone with him when working on the show? I feel bad for Jake, and he wants to torture Jake by getting him punished and grounded. That's not fair. In the first season, Jake never got grounded. But at least Lauder left the show after the episode at Homecoming. That's what it was. And then Nick Phillippe took over his place, and Nick Phillippe finished the rest of season 2 better. Jake never got punished after starting with Homecoming, in which that was the episode when the huntsman died.
I don't get it. In 2009, when Karen Chow abandoned her own show, Neo Kailan, I don't know why she would let Kaylin Sanchez, aka the second voice of Dora the Explorer, sue Nickelodeon and get it canceled. I just don't get it. I'm sorry for past shaming. I'm just upset.
Maybe you only care about the money.
Yeah, those people, they only care about money, and they think money can buy them happiness or something. Well, there's a phrase, money can't buy you happiness.
Exactly. Greed, not good.
And speaking of Steve Lauder, who I was talking about earlier, who worked on season 2 of Mega Dragon Jake Long, he also worked on the Penguins of Madagascar TV series, which I actually watched an episode yesterday called Driven to the Brink. Yeah, let me pull it up real quick.
That's just about Kaylin Sanchez suing Nickelodeon. That's the same way I feel about Elmo complaining about the Grouches allowing Huxley to take the things and the Adventures of Elmo and Grouchman.
Good night. Love you too. Sorry, I got caught off because my mom usually comes down and says that she's going to bed. But still, and that's also how I feel when Disney bought the rights to Doug, is what I said about on that tweet about Kermit yelling at Cookie Monster. Yeah, and also another thing, when I was watching that Penguins of Madagascar episode, it was written by the episode again. I'm talking about Driven to the Brink. It was actually written by Bill Motz and Bob Roth. If you're not familiar with those two would later create The Ghost and Molly McGee.
Yeah, because
which I find The Ghost and Molly McGee to be an outstanding Disney show. Oh, I don't think Carmen would be interested in Libby, since he despises Jews, especially Kyle.
Yeah, because Libby is Jewish. Yeah. But yeah, I actually liked The Ghost of Molly McGee too. It was really good. And my favorite character is Dale McGee. He kind of reminds me of me because I'm the younger I'm the younger sibling. Because I'm a younger sibling, and Dale is the younger brother to Molly McGee.
I would-
And Lincoln and I have two things in common. Both live in Michigan, and both are the middle sibling.
absolutely.
That is indeed true. Yes.
And from what Jack and Justin.
And here's another meme I made, but this time it's about Wintu, Holy, Quimmy song, but it's about Wintu, Ho-Ho, and Toy from Neo Kaiwan hating on Cousin Mel from Grandma Got Run Over by Reindeer. Ugh, that mean greedy witch.
Oh yeah,
mean-
I actually hate Cousin Mel too. She was the reason. She's so greedy, and I
She's like
despise
a
it
Karen.
too.
I'll bet you only care about the money as well.
To quote what Wake Boo Fotante the movie would say, we've got to have money.
Yes, we've got to have money.
Rest in peace to Tony J, aka his actor.
Yes,
whole money
Tony
thing
J
has gone
died
way
back
out of
in
control.
2006.
Which Tony J would way on go voice Frollo from Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yep, that is
And a
indeed
few-
true.
A few
This whole
animated
money thing has gone way out of
performances.
control.
Indeed it has. And I know fictional characters can't have opinions, but it's made for fun. And this is the same way I feel about my childhood Nick Jr. show, Ni Hao Kaiwan getting unfairly canceled.
Yeah, again,
Well,
Thailand should have
even
at
though
least get
fictional characters,
another season.
even though fictional characters don't exist in the real world, they can have opinions if the writers develop it.
No.
Well, I mean, how could SpongeBob make Krabby Patties if he doesn't have opinions on them?
Well, Krabby Patties are just fictional food. Speaking of Krabby Patties, I can't believe those people are making Krabby Patties in real life when Steven Hilberg said not to. Now they're making Steven roll from his grave. Why are they doing this?
Oh my, that does not sound like a good idea.
That is
No.
just disrespecting the creator.
You know what?
And if
You know what? I just
And when
think
I
that
go-
fictional characters don't have opinions.
And when if they try to offer me a Krabby Patty, I'll just say no. And if they try to force me to do it, I'll just slap it to the floor. And I know I shouldn't be littering. My God, that idea was totally rubbish. Don't you agree, Thomas? Thomas? Yeah, that idea was totally rubbish. And it makes me want to blow my whistle at them, or better yet, we steam at those people.
Yes, and again, and that's also how I feel with and Disney. Yeah, I've been bothered by Disney stuff the past couple of days. I still can't get over how bad of a show how bad it is. Like I know I don't watch the show because yeah, I even told my boss Annie from my workplace.
Oh, it's Super
About
Feather
this.
Dude.
Happy New Year.
Oh, my God.
Oh, hey, SFD.
How are you doing?
Anyways, as I was saying, I also told my boss at work about that. I hate Disney stuff, and she gave me the good advice not to watch it. And good thing I did, because I mean, I'll still hate the show, but I'm not gonna watch it. But again, the only thing I liked about it was the movie. That's it. Yeah, that is a picture of all the people who work at my job, which I still work at Texas Roadhouse.
Ni hao, everyone. I'm Toy the Koala.
And Tully has officially became a plushie. Yes, we did see the video on it a few hours ago.
And about my hoodie, what was that thing called on a hoodie that you put over your head?
Well, the thing you put over your head, the hoodie, well, Tully is wearing a hoodie, it's basically the style.
Sorry about that wait, but I'm back.
It's okay.
Now let's see what Jack has got for us. And I suppose Toy's about to say something.
What is that thing called on Toy's hoodie that you put on your head when you're wearing a hoodie yourself?
I'm not sure what that's called.
I mean, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that type of hoodie before in the public. But I don't think I remember what it was called. It's all right. I'll do some research on it soon.
Yeah, research is the key. If you don't know what it is.
So, anyways, and also, as much as Al Creed didn't like Thomas McHugh as Doug, he also didn't like Chris Phillips as the new voice of Roger. Chris Phillips is also known for voicing Bass Nick Jr., and Justin did like Chris Phillips, but he did not like him as Roger. When Chris voiced Roger in the Disney version, it sounds like Chris voices Roger that he makes him sound like he blew up too much helium balloons, and now Roger sounds like he blew up too much helium balloons in the Disney version. Because when you blow up a helium balloon, your voice gets a little squeaky high.
That's precisely right.
And another thing about Connie, that character over there, what I'm pointing at, that's Connie. She's a character from the Nickelodeon version. They massacred her and ruined her in the Disney version. They gave her a new look. In the Nickelodeon version, she was an overweight girl who has a minor crush on Doug. But in the Disney version, they decided to make her lose weight and give her a new look. And I think, in my opinion, Connie's new look is absolutely terrible. I mean, yes, I understand Disney wants to try something new and give this to a new perspective of audience, but that is not what Connie looks like. # not my Connie. And that's actually based on a series of tweets called # not my Roderick. The # not my Roderick thing was for the new Die of Wimpy Kid movie, The Long Haul, which came out back in 2017, and people did not like Charlie Wright as Roderick. Well, that's also how I also feel about when they recasted Doug for Thomas McHugh and Roger for Chris Phillips. Not my Doug, not my Roderick, and not my Roger. Billy West will always be Doug and Roger to me. Yes, Justin, and Billy West would eventually later on go on to voice me on Futurama. That's true, Fry. In which my revival is actually coming out to Hulu later on this year, and our creator is actually really looking forward to checking it out.
Gee, I wonder when.
Well, hopefully we'll find out when the revival will come. It doesn't have a release date yet, but we know it's coming out this year.
And never mind, this part here is called a hood. Hood. But it's a shame of how Taiwan didn't make it big enough so he can put it over my head.
Yeah, they could have at least made it a little bigger so you can put the hoodie over Tori's head. That would have actually been nice.
Kind of like when the company made my tail. Kind of made it more easier to adjust.
Good point there, Wubsy.
Oh, thank you, Justin.
Oh, Blue Circle says, what is your favorite childhood channel? Mine has to be the original Blues Clues.
Yeah, I have a lot of childhood shows and
Yeah.
channels. I especially I grew up with Blues as well.
Same.
There's a lot I grew up with. Blue's Clues, SpongeBob SquarePants, Thomas the Tank Engine, and
Well,
VeggieTales.
Thomas the Tank Engine did air on the old Nick Jr. Radio like the United Kingdom because Thomas the Tank Engine did originate from the United Kingdom, you know.
That is indeed true, yes. And we did
Yeah,
see like a video of
that
an
is
airing
true.
that they had on Nick Jr. on the UK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I did think Neil Cameron kind of followed Thomas the Tank Engine, despite Thomas the Tank Engine never having a TV airing in China. Well, China did make some Thomas the Tank Engine toys.
Yeah, because usually on the bottom of some toys it says that they're made in China.
Yeah, that's true. You know, my supporter Christian, the Thomas fan, likes Thomas as well. He comes from Canada.
Happy New Year's to you too, Orange Angry Bird.
Happy New Year's to you too.
Yep, same.
Yep. Again, like we said at the beginning, this is our first stream of 2023. And it's going to be a new year for our series.
And Meow Parks News says, I can stand Karen Sanchez what she done to Nickelodeon. Well, I can't. Why? I'll show her.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Nickelodeon, did you heard about how screwed up they were?
Yeah, we did hear about that.
Yeah. You have female protagonist Nickelodeon. You screwed up this time.
Yeah. Well, in the words of DJ from Total Drama Island, you screwed up, dude.
Yeah. Female protagonists.
Disgraceful.
Yes.
Yeah, female protagonists like Ronnie Ann, Korra from Legend of Korra, you name it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck,
Yeah.
there's a lot of female protagonists. Ronnie Ann, Jenny, Anne.
And speaking of disgraceful, disgusting, and despicable, I really miss that old gag.
Yeah, me too.
Me three. That was that was like one of the best moments I remember from Thomas and Friends.
And speaking of that upcoming movie in this year, I hope they bring it back.
Yeah, I do hope they bring it back too, because again, it was one of the best moments and one of our creative favorite moments he grew up with from Thomas and Friends.
Yeah, and I did heard they're making another Thomas and Friends movie, but theatrical. I hope they get things right.
Yeah.
I hope this will.
Yeah, that way it can save us and other Thomas and Tangent's childhoods and Wilbur Aldrich's legacy.
Yeah, I sure hope this will save the franchise.
Yeah, I agree.
Because for years it's been going for a downfall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where do we begin? Well, first off, the Big World Big Adventures era was a disaster. Like, why on earth did they remove Henry and Edward? They're like the main characters since the beginning.
And Oranges Go. Oh God, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a terrible idea for them to make that show. We don't even need that show.
Makes
Yeah,
me.
if anything,
Because
better
we
stuff
know.
in it doesn't need to be needed.
Because we know we got to have money.
Yeah, the only reason that they're still airing the show is because Cartoon Network or Cartoon Neato is that's what it's airing on. Needs money.
I don't watch Cartoon Network that much anymore because, well, Warner Bros. Has really screwed up badly.
Yeah,
I don't
actually,
watch
for some
modern
reason,
TV nowadays.
yeah, I also don't watch TV as well. Although I do watch the old cartoons I grew up with on my computer and on home video releases. I don't watch TV that much.
Yeah,
That's what I do
same
too.
here.
Watch
And-
cartoons on my
I'm a
computer.
streaming person.
and after what Nickelodeon did, those are one of the reasons why I only watch streaming apps and Disney Channel nowadays.
What's up, creator?
At least Disney
dog.
Channel treats their shows better.
What's up, creator? My dogs are barking. Oh,
Oh, yeah. But yeah, at least
Come
Disney
on.
got rid of their CEO. Thank freaking God.
Come on. Can't Nickelodeon be generous for once?
I know, right? Like, they've been milking you and SpongeBob for too long, and it's got to stop.
Yeah. Although I do admit that the sixth season of The Loud House was actually an improvement over the fourth and fifth season.
Yeah.
Yeah. To go what Billy Frank would say, it's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the heck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm going to call Tom from Septic Services. It's time to stop.
And
yeah.
I can see why Steven Hillenburg wanted to end SpongeBob after the first movie.
The movie should have been the series finale, and they could have just ended it there, and they could have ended it with Doug's graduates and Doug's big trip for the Nickelodeon version, but no, Disney bought the rights and they ruined it from there. Oh, and another thing, with the latest, just like with the later seasons of SpongeBob, in which Steven Hillenburg was not involved with, Jim Jenkins was actually not involved that much on the Disney version of Doug, because he was actually busy working on other shows. Similar with Darren Nefsey, who is the creator of Star vs. the Forces of Evil. She didn't work that much. She was less involved in the final two seasons.
And about Jim Jenkins, our creator likes the ones he did like PB&J Otter and Stanley, not the ones like JoJo Circus and Pinky Dinky Doo. They just make me.
Yeah. The only Jim Jenkins shows I like are Doug and PB&J Otter, which I might actually consider maybe featuring the characters into my rewarded series soon.
Yeah, PB&J Otter's pretty cute to me.
And to be honest, I don't watch Stanley that often either.
It's okay.
Don't watch what that often?
Stanley. I don't watch it that often.
Oh.
Your opinion's handled.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
Whatever shows we don't watch, I don't blame anyone.
Yeah, I think JoJo Circus makes me. I hate to do a fake gag, but that's what I think of it.
yeah.
And I got a question to you all. Do you think the new Mario movie will be much better than the live action one?
Well,
Hope so.
yeah, I could actually like the live action movie, but he thinks the anime movie will be better.
Yeah,
Okay, opinion handled.
way past cool.
Yep.
And a creator actually really enjoyed Sonic Prime on Netflix. Even the part where my best friend Tails' code was 1992. Pretty ironic because that was his debut, right?
Yes,
Oh,
1992.
and there's something about Sonic's voice I just noticed. He was
What is
voiced
it?
by the same person who voiced Chuck in Angry Birds Summer Madness.
Oh yeah, Devin Mack.
And
That's new.
also, it's not the first time I was voiced by a black guy, right?
Yeah, because in the original classic TV series, Sonic was voiced by Jaleel White, who's also known for playing Urkel, Steve Urkel.
And he would later go play Mr. Todd in Judy Moody and the Mountain of Bomber Summer, right?
Yes, in which we
Mhm.
actually do have that movie.
And also, I remember in this one scene where they used the actual pixel animation, which originated from Japan, right?
Yeah,
Right.
right. Yeah, and we also looked at behind the voice actors, and apparently the voice of Dr. Eggman on Sonic Prime is Brian Drummond. He's also the same person who voiced Helen's dad from Martha Speaks and Garu from Puka.
And also, when I asked Nine, aka one of Tails' dimensional counterparts, I tried to recall his memory by telling him why his name was Tails, because of his other kinds making fun of him.
Yeah. Kind of like they try to make me a Terminator version of me.
I know, Tails. But more like a Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other version of you is a lot similar to Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man.
Yeah, Otto Octavius.
Can't wait to see how Paramount Plus will do with a Knuckles series.
Yep, because they did say they're going to work on that for Paramount Plus. Which, again, I know I'm not a streaming person, but I have a Fire Stick at my dad's house that contains everything: Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max. I'm going to watch it on the Fire Stick when it comes out.
Yeah, I still have HBO Max and Paramount Plus, and my dad's got Disney Plus. But I can tolerate your opinion in streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Oh, hey.
I'm decent to streaming services nowadays.
Oh, hey.
What's up, Jack from
Hey, Will, Toy. Oh, yeah, Sonic. Is of your kind make by you? Cause you could climb trees well when you were little? Just give me a hug. I wish you would do that. Come on. I know you want to be hugged just when you hug your little just when you hug your little panty. Sonic, please stop this. I don't find this comfortable.
You know, I don't blame some people who are
Awkward.
uncomfortable with hugs, especially Red. Hell, that's the movie version of me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, some people need their
Awkward.
personal space.
That's right. Yeah, and as I showed to Jack before the stream started, I'm getting Daisy from eBay soon. Once in a couple weeks. So, yep.
Did somebody call? What the?
Uh,
Who are you?
Sonic, please, please,
Is it just me, or am I seeing
stop having
double?
toy like that. He is not a toy. He's a koala. Well, not a toy koala, a real koala.
Which one's the real red?
Fine, whatever you say. Hey, Kaiwan, ciao.
Which one of you is red? Chuck, you
Man,
know me.
I nearly had a heart attack.
Ugh. That almost hurt, doesn't it?
Anyway, what else is going on? I'm almost done with the transcript to the first episode of season 2 of my awarded series. I'm almost done with it, and the episode will be out again soon. I'm almost done with the transcript.
I only go to hug or comfort my friends when I feel bad for them. Really, really bad.
That's true, Kylan. Because for example, in the most recent video, the second part where Lincoln got to meet Kylan, I was really upset that I wasn't featured in the past few videos, and I was really hoping to get more time to shine. Because off screen, after I watched the first part, I actually started to cry because I thought I wasn't going to be in any more of the videos. So now I actually know how Roderick felt, because when I watched Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules, the 2022 version, Greg hurt Roderick's feelings by being his replacement in the band, and that really hurt. And Roderick started to cry, and Greg had to apologize to him.
Oh, I thought you were going to watch Across from Dark.
Yeah, they sound similar, but I'm talking about Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Anyways, as I was saying, and then Greg went outside to talk to Roderick about that he didn't mean to hurt his feelings there. But then Roderick realized he did feel bad for him too, and thus they made up. And Greg decided to give Roderick back his drumsticks so Roderick can be part of the band again. Yeah. I actually started to cry when I first saw the first part, and I had to do something. Like, I wanted to make the end of 2022 a really good banger to end the perfect year off for our series. But luckily for us, it's a good thing we did by having me appear in the second part, and Kylan and Lincoln are now my friends in my series. I had to do something. I really don't want to feel left out again, because now I know how Tully feels with the Hula Duck Dance Party.
I know.
Sounds tough being lonely, huh?
And also, I should have never got mad at Wintu for whipping my panther painting when I should realize it was just an accident.
Yeah, because you know what they say, accidents happen.
And I never should have gotten mad at Bomb for getting all the support while he's trying to rescue the eggs, and all I wanted was to save the eggs too.
It's okay, Tully. I forgive you for getting mad at me over your painting.
Wait, you were jealous because you thought you were never being loved?
Shush.
Yeah.
Shush, Tully.
Yeah, and also for the episode of my Ward series, I also did recreate some of the rooms in the Loud House. Like I remade on my own using Photoshop / Pixlr, I remade Luna in Luann's room. This is when I will be asking Luna allowed to join my family. She's gonna be playing her guitar in her room. I ask her if she wants to join our family. Thus she says yes.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah, I'm almost done with the transcript. I'm probably gonna finish it up after this stream, and then after this music video we're planning to do, where I sing a song by Michael Affleck, The Star, we're gonna work on the episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I could say that season 6 on my show is getting better. Well, a little bit.
Yeah, I do agree that season 6 is an improvement.
Yeah, at least season 6
4
is
and 5.
doing, well, a bit better. Although I don't know how I feel about this live action show.
To be honest, I actually thought the live action show was pretty good.
But what I don't like about it is that, how should I put it? They brought back, of course, Mr. Mohawkner. And I understand it was their choice and not ours.
Yeah,
They sometimes bring back characters from the original version into a new version. Like for example, in the Nickelodeon version of Doug, there was a character named Skunky Beaumont, but he was not featured in the Nickelodeon version. Well, I mean, he was, but he was only mentioned a few times by some of the characters, and we only got to hear his voice in the episode Doug didn't do it. But in the Disney version, that's when we got to meet him, and when we got to see him in person.
And instead of donating money on Change.org, we fans of my show need to write letters to Nickelodeon to convince them to bring it back.
Yeah, it's best that we share it to Nickelodeon as well, and hopefully they understand this.
I hate to, I'm gonna have to go now because, well, I'm getting a little tired. So I'll see you in the next stream.
All right.
okay.
See you
See
soon.
Have
Good
a
night.
crossover with the Wild. Have a crossover with the Wild House.
Yeah, true. And thus, speaking of which, we're actually still going to work on my left out problem soon, because when the music video was made, I actually did feel left out from that moment as well. Because I was hoping to make more appearances, but I didn't get that much time to shine in 2022. Again, I had to stand up for myself and tell the truth and do the right thing that I want to make a comeback. And so I did, because telling the truth is the right thing to do. Like, for example, in the Wow Wubsy episode, Wubsy tells a Whopper, although Wubsy made the lie about a Growlithe breaking Widget's hammer, he actually told the truth to Widget. He actually told the truth to Widget, and Widget didn't get mad at him.
And to quote what Ron McDonald would say, well, someday you'll learn that fibbing just gets you into trouble.
Exactly, because we did. Jack did say that on Twitter yesterday. Well, it was actually the other day, but still. And I actually had to tell the truth that I really felt left out, and I was hoping to make more appearances, like I said. But now I did the right thing. I had to tell the truth, and we made up. So we're gonna make 2023 a better year. Make more episodes of More Bucks and Chandler's Grounded series and my award series, because we're gonna make, like I said, 2023 will be a better year, and it's only right that we should bring the series back, because I know we took a hiatus in 2022, not making any episodes of our awarded or grounded series, because we did some shorts and stuff. But this year we're gonna bring it back, because I actually enjoyed making these. And like I said, I'm almost done with the transcript. It should be. I'll be finishing this up after the stream, and then after the music video, we're gonna get down to this episode, because it's only right for our series to make a comeback. Because to be honest, I actually really enjoy making these ever since 2021, when I first made the transcript to Chandler Breaks Penny's Glasses. that's when I noticed that this is how we should make the videos. I make the transcripts and send them to Jack, and I actually enjoyed this.
Yeah. Speaking of transcripts, Justin, that's what I do. I do the same thing with Mackay when he does
Yes.
go and ramp offline videos.
I can see that.
And also, I'm going to make an Ungrounded series of Kevin and Andrea from Crypto the Superdog. They're going to be the non-troublemakers of my Rapper Offline content. Crypto will be the supporting character as well, helping Kevin.
All right.
Wow.
And not to mention,
Ah,
I'm also...
Well, you asked me. My voice actor James Siri is going to be at Comic-Con on the 6th.
Wait, after...
Oh, that's interesting, the Fox King, because I actually didn't know that he's actually going to be at a Comic-Con, GalaxyCon. But either way, I actually want to go to a Comic-Con or a GalaxyCon. I've never been to one, and I've always wanted to go one. But the thing is, I gotta make sure it's closer. Like, you see, I live in Delaware, and the only states that my mom can go up to are Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. That's the only state she can go far up to. But as for California, I don't think so. Because driving to California will take you like a week or two.
Yeah, California is a long ways away.
You're telling me. Well, my sister was able to go to California.
All right. Yeah. So like for example, when I went to my Big Time Rush concert back in June of last year, we went to the one in Philadelphia, which is in Pennsylvania, and that's when I got to meet Big Time Rush there, and I was happy I got to meet them, and I still have the picture of them in my room. That was the first time I got to meet my celebrities, Big Time Rush.
Well, I got to see a celebrity on stage, which was none other than Ringo Starr.
Oh, that's nice. Ringo Starr is still alive, as he and Paul McCartney are the remaining Beatles that are still alive.
Yeah. And lucky that he's alive. And one of the British narrators of Thomas the Friends in the early season.
That's right.
And I do an impressive job of impersonating him. That one episode of The Simpsons he appeared. That's right. I do so myself. I met Marge Simpson long ago.
You might want to take a look at this video that creator just uploaded on his channel.
What's up?
Okay. Thomas is off again.
Oh, crud, not again.
Tell
Why?
me about it.
Why YouTube? Why?
Yeah, I've been dealing with this crap sometimes. It's so annoying.
Me three. That happens to me as well.
Hashtag fire Susan.
Hashtag Fire Susan is right.
I could probably view it on my tablet.
I wish Susan wasn't the CEO of YouTube.
Oh man, we have a lot of CEOs that needed to be fired. Like
Yes.
the YouTube CEO, the Warner Bros. CEO, and the Twitter CEO. Man, they've been making a lot of crappy decisions.
Yeah.
And plus, most projects don't even exist anymore because of that Warner Bros. CEO.
Yeah. And because of that, that was the reason why most of the stuff was removed from HBO Max. Especially my favorite HBO Max series, Close Enough. That was removed because of the CEO there.
Let's not forget they made a horrible decision by merging it with Discovery Plus.
Yeah.
What the heck is Discovery Plus? Oh, exactly, Chuck. Exactly.
Yeah. And you know what I think of this? Hold on a minute. This is what I think of the CEO merging Warner Bros. With this Discovery was a bad decision. Here's what I think of it. Hold on, let me get the clip up.
I mean, I don't blame them for.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer.
Yes, it very much is because they removed a lot of stuff from HBO Max for no reason. Especially when they also canceled that Scoob that little Scoob prequel called Scoob Holiday Haunt.
Yeah, my friend was really upset because he is a fan of Scooby Doo.
Same here. And I really love its
Me too.
love its crossover. Straight out of nowhere, Scooby Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Since Courage the Cowardly Dog is my favorite classic Cartoon Network show, along with the original Power Girls and regular show.
And believe it or not, season 16 through 31 of Looney Tunes has been removed. I mean, I don't blame people for being upset about it. And Warner Bros. Discovery is just, I mean, Discovery Plus has nothing but hot pile of steaming garbage. Like, there's just nothing good or interesting at all. Just trashy reality shows that are cheap and lazy.
Good
Yeah.
point, SFD.
Yeah.
I probably just saw someone named My Morphin Power, whoever he or she was. That was just some random person.
Yeah, some
Oh my
random
God,
people
I sure
comment
hope
on some of my videos with some random or gibberish comments.
No. I meant someone wanted to join. Like, who gave him or her the link?
Oh,
Joey.
I'll probably rejoin.
Seriously, if China blocked YouTube, then what's the point of this?
Yeah,
Sorry about that. Just a screen that's glitching.
it's okay.
But yeah, in case you guys didn't notice.
Now you were saying, Justin?
Oh,
Um, yeah, you do have a point there. Yeah, I got a little cut off.
yeah. What they have done is very disgraceful. Disgusting. Despicable. And in words of Daffy Duck, you're despicable.
Yes, you're the
And I'm only going to say this one last time. If China blocked YouTube, then what's the point of this?
yeah. China blocks YouTube. That is just,
I know, right? And you know what's a good thing?
what is it?
That Disney has pretty much gotten rid of Bob Chapek, and Bob Iger is back. Good
Yeah.
riddance.
Yeah, because Bob Iger is now gonna save Disney again.
Yeah, and heck, even the creator of Amphibia himself is happy that he's gone.
Yes.
Sid,
I don't blame him.
Seriously, YouTube? Don't even think about disabling the comments again.
Yeah, again, Susan. We need to fire Susan. Hashtag fire Susan, CEO of YouTube.
Yeah. There's even a lot of petition pages and a lot of rant videos. I even love it when SMG4 pretty much made fun of her.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, SMG4 definitely made fun of her a lot.
Yeah.
Imagine if there's a whole South Park episode that pretty much makes fun of her.
Maybe someday.
That would be funny.
Not trying to be disrespectful towards women, and like how Chris Sabino did when he harassed them, trying to defend the infamous no such work. Like, seriously, people have the right to hate that episode because it's their opinion.
Yes.
Worst episode ever.
Indeed.
Worst episode ever.
Seriously.
Yeah, this whole episode is just a Lincoln torture.
Seriously. Wait, half born people like Chris cannot help the way they're born. Doesn't Nick really understand that?
Pretty much they don't, because money, 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 money.
Yeah, all they care about is getting, well, again, in the words of Lick Booth, they've got to have money.
It's like their CEO is pretty much Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, all they're caring about, all the CEO is caring about more about their money. Then that's it.
Yeah. It's like a company full of Mr. Krabs.
Well, speaking of crabs, in the first movie, I had a good reason to get revenge on him, right?
Yes, stolen King Neptune's crown and blaming it on Crab's Plankton.
I mean, I know in the recent seasons, Krabs has become more hateable because a lot of reasons. Like Plankton's regular, don't remind me of that episode.
And don't get me started with SpongeBob You're Fired, because Mr. Krabs fired SpongeBob for a very stupid reason in that episode, and that was just mean spirited of him.
I know,
and
over what?
also
A freaking nickel.
And Krabby Chronicle, when he forced SpongeBob to write lies about out the Bikini Bottom citizens, even Larry, Mrs. Pop Sandy, even his own arch enemy, Plankton.
Like, I get Plankton and Krabs are enemies, but you didn't really have to go that far.
Yeah, I'd say Krabby Chronicle is a mean-spirited episode.
And one course meal, that's the horror.
That episode makes me puke.
Oh,
And during that episode, Plankton almost went on the road to make him look like that he would kill himself.
I mean, for once, I wish Mr. Krabs and Plankton can be just friends again. They shouldn't be enemies in the first place. I have no idea why, but for once, if I was to make the series, I would have them be friends again. I mean, because I remember the episode Friend or Foe. Like, back then they were friends, but now they're foes.
Ever since the Krabby Patty was created.
Yes. I would rather have them be friends again. I mean, it's really important to have friends.
Why not share the same formula and run the restaurant together?
Yeah, it's just like the special Friend or Foe, which plays out like a prequel.
Yeah, same how I got the foxes and bears to become friends.
Exactly, Kylan.
That's never going to happen between us and the pigs because, well, you know.
Yeah. Although in the Angry Birds movie too, which I still have to get that movie, Leonard did with King Mudbeard, aka Leonard, did redeem himself to help Red and the others.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I mean, sometimes there are villains who actually redeem themselves and become good. like for example, when I saw Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank, there was a character named Oga. He was the secondary antagonist of the film, but at the end, he redeemed himself to help Hank and Jimbo save Amiko.
Yeah, it's just like that one cutting Jaws reference on Family Guy, where it's Big Jaws. Ah, stop eating our boat, Jaws! Rawr, I'm gonna eat your boat. Then I'm gonna eat you guys. Rawr! Oh no, we got a common enemy. We got to work together.
And pretty much just like how Knuckles realized that he was tricked all along by Eggman, mostly in the games and the second movie.
Speaking of bear, I don't want to be reminded of the time when Hamburger used his whistle to summon one and trigger him to chase me and the rest of the gang. Oh, ahem? Are you trying to insult my... Are you trying to... Excuse me, Mr. Taste Bud, are you trying to insult my own kind? No, Your Majesty, I wasn't. And also, the name's Grimace. Oh, okay then, Grimace. But next time, think twice before messing with someone who's either a king or queen, or any other royal human or animal.
Yeah, this reminds me when Amphibia, about the character Lady Olivia, who we're actually gonna feature in our family soon. Lady Olivia is like a queen, but in one episode of Amphibia, which is the sleepover to end all sleepovers, after when Anne, Marcy, Sprig, and Polly pushed her around far enough, she got furious and she kicked and punched them. Yeah, that's why you don't want to mess with king or queen.
Yeah, like when I hit Wing 2 over not getting banana stickers.
Yes, that was from Kylan's Playhouse.
Yeah, well, naturally, tigers and monkeys are enemies.
You know,
yeah,
what kind
in
of
reality they are, yeah.
It almost reminds me of something. There's that book that we just got that pretty much is on sale on Amazon. Bomb. Where'd you get that book? Amazon.
Yeah. Speaking of Amazon, my regular show season 3 DVD, my American release, should be arriving by tomorrow because the one I got for Christmas, my mom got me the wrong DVD. She got me it is the season 3 DVD, but she got me the wrong region. It was a region 4 DVD, which means it only plays in Australia.
And I might plan to get the other two pigs that were re-released. Yeah, they re-released the original Angry Birds plushies. And that's where I got the Mighty Eagle.
Interesting.
Yeah, we did see it recently. Same.
And so,
and also, the description about it says, we upload a copy from Nancy G. BM and sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Spread the word to others who love Neo Kaiwan. MadeChange.org isn't really the best idea. I think it's best we write letters to Nickelodeon and convince them to bring back the show. Hashtag bring back Neo Kaiwan.
Yeah, it's best to write a letter to Nickelodeon about this.
Yeah. I wish they would bring back some old shows and make some new original shows and give them another chance.
Yeah. I would ask them if they can bring back Chalk Zone because that they could have at least made. They should bring back that show because that's still my favorite Nickelodeon show, and we hopefully soon will we make Rudy, Penny, and Snap. And the same also goes for another favorite of mine, Cat Scratch. That show was only canceled after one season.
Like,
Well, at least Nickelodeon acknowledged Cat Scratch in one of the videos on the Twitter page.
Yeah, that is true. They did it for their Nick Picks DVD. I think it was either Volume 4 or Volume 5 where they featured the episode Bringing Down the Mouse.
you know, I just realized something. There's pretty much some shows I noticed are turning 10 and shows and movies are going to turn 20 and 10 this year.
Yeah, there's plenty of lots. And
Like-
speaking of 20, I'm actually my 20th birthday is almost here. It's gonna be next month on February 5th.
That's
I'm-
nice.
James Wizard, the Remo Heck oh fan says, I have a screw plushie. Hey, Dad! That's nice. And Funny Faster says, I have a SpongeBob book, but it's my brother's.
Yeah, as for me, I actually have a couple of SpongeBob DVDs. Probably my favorite one that I own is Sea Stories, which I got back around, I think it was sometime in 2014.
And Happy New Year to you too, Emmanuel Pedro.
I think I noticed that the first Angry Birds cartoon is turning 10. Angry Birds Toons.
Mm-hmm.
And
I still love Angry Birds after today.
same here. And one of my favorite movies that I've watched as a kid is turning 20 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
And also,
Finding Nemo.
And also, very quick, go play the video which is the McDonald's sponsor from Karen Chow.
Yeah, Jack did send me a tweet about that not that long ago. I think it was a few months ago.
Well, kind of likely to get copyrighted by Viacom. But it might be worth a try.
Yeah, I
Hope
guess
so.
it wouldn't hurt. I guess we could try it.
If it's getting copyright claim, in words of Hot Pop, I don't feel safe.
Yeah, yeah. In the words of Pop Pop, I don't feel safe.
To quote what Ray Benson would say, in 5, 4, 3, 2. And to quote what Diesel 10 would say,
Ni hao,
It's so
I'm
beautiful.
Karen Chow. I created
Oh, I could
Ni hao
cry.
Penguin, an animated series for preschoolers. Based on memories from my childhood, Ni hao
it's from the seasons 1 and 2 opening.
Mm-hmm.
Every opening's the same, isn't it?
Yes, every opening is the same.
Same how Nickelodeon never bothered to change the opening for the Wow House.
Got that right.
However, the people did bother to change the opening with Tons of Tinkerton starting with season 6.
Yeah, pretty
The
much.
season 6 opening was pretty neat.
And
But-
for the Nickelodeon version, Doug, the theme song remained the same for every single episode. Nothing was changed.
But
And
But-
for Rugrats, the openings haven't changed until sometime around season 8.
Yeah, that's when Kimmy joined.
And Baby Dill, of course.
Yeah, Baby Doe was also featured in the intro too.
yeah, same with Susie and Kimmy.
Exactly.
And after the first 3 episodes of the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald, Klasky Super and McDonald decided to change the intro, which was nice.
Yeah, I did remember. I actually remember they made 2 intros. I actually like the second intro. I actually like the second one better. Let me phrase that. Between the first intro and the second intro, I actually liked the second intro. It was actually kind of catchy, in my opinion.
And,
Same here.
and mostly almost every season of South Park, they change every intro.
Yeah, they also did a similar thing with Johnny Test. I think around season 3 and 4 they used some of the same stuff from the original season theme song, but they add some new clips and stuff.
Well, about my show, they use the high definition of it, but in the same style.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. They used it in high definition, and they put the new Nickelodeon logo on top of it as well. I think starting around season 7 or 8.
And the island looks more CGI.
True.
Well, you asked me. The intro for my show stay the same for seasons 1 through 8. But seasons 1 through 8 will be the best.
Yeah.
But
The first 8 seasons were the best, but seasons 9 and 10 were terrible when they added Sparky and Chloe. Oh,
Well,
where the show went off the rail.
Well, Tigress from Kung Fu Panda Legends of Boston is better than Chloe because they're both voiced by the same actress.
True.
yeah, point taken there.
Yep.
Kerry Walgreen was also the voice of one of the ghost counselors, but aka the main antagonists of the Ghost and Molly McGee.
And Honey Batowski.
Yep,
and,
from Kick Batowski.
Saya from Blood Plus. She's also known for anime.
Interesting.
It's too bad your voice actors have been changed.
Well, you ask me, not every intro, the intro for me and Larry's show didn't stay the same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry and Bob.
Most of the intros have changed from 1993 to the early 2000s, and then pretty much they changed it later in the early 2010s. And then, oh god, in 2015, they used the Netflix designs.
Yeah. Oh god, that was terrible.
I didn't know any style on that, do we, Bob? Oh, no, sir, Larry. We don't.
Like, whenever I see your reboot still, it literally looks like they're ripping me off.
Oh, and speaking of VeggieTales, the creator Phil Fisher made a novel about how he was. Yeah. I think it was called Me, My Wife, and Bob. I don't know.
But enough time wasting. Let's continue.
Let's get it on.
By growing up by.
By the way, this is from the first episode of the second season, the Ladybug Festival.
I can see that.
That was when me and Winter were listening to Tori. Looks like I really haven't won my lesson after Hollow's Big Flight.
Yes, we did watch Haho's Big Flight before. Back on my channel, the Molly Woody Boo Waluigi channel.
Cultural in America, as seen through the adventures of Kylan and her friends. I want Kylan to be a positive for all kids.
You make my heart feel super happy.
Yes, Kylan, we know.
Yeah, I actually did feature that in the second part of my transcript for when Kyler and Lincoln got to become my friends now. Again, I had to do the right thing and tell the truth. That was quite an interesting video.
And Mike Wazowski and Winnie Fox fan says, I can tolerate your opinions on VeggieTales. Never seen it. But I have, back as a kid, speaking of
Same
VeggieTales,
here.
I used to have the toy that said Quizzes on VHS, but it's a shame I don't anymore.
Same here, Jack. Because I had the clamshell tape that was by Lyric Studios.
And Adrienne,
Much
the
like me, I
awesome
don't have any VeggieTales DVDs or VHSs.
And Adrienne, the awesome guy, Joseph I says, Neil Kylan can come back. And can it happen?
I wish.
Well, if we want it to happen, then we gotta ask and right away.
There could be a possibility that it could happen. Oh, ow!
True. Like for example, when they made the reboot to Blue's Clues and You, I first thought that this was like a joke, but it wasn't. And then when I saw the reboot, I actually liked it. I really liked the Blue's Clues and You.
You know what's one thing I like about it? It stayed true to its source material.
Yes. Even when they brought back Steve and Joe for a couple of episodes.
Even in a movie on Paramount Plus.
Exactly.
And if I
Well, I haven't seen Blue's Big City Adventure yet, but I'm going to one day.
Same here with me. Again, I'm not going to watch it on Paramount Plus, but I'm going to watch it on the Fire Stick at my dad's house.
Well,
earlier I said it has everything.
Well, in one of my career's recent Webinar Wine videos, I told Kyran I didn't want to beg anyone. I want my peace, thank you.
Yes. And then, like I said earlier, in the second part of Lincoln meeting Highland, I'm glad I got to become friends with them because I really didn't want to feel left out. Because whenever I'm not featured in a video, that really makes me feel left out. That it's like I'm not going to appear in any more videos. But again, I have to tell the truth and ask if I can return for more appearances. And it's a good thing I did because, in the words of that song from Wow Wubsy from Don't Lie, tell the truth for all to hear. Or, in the words of the genie from Aladdin, tell her the truth.
Right.
And my eyes aren't creepy, they're cute. I can use them to beg anyone, even my best friends.
Yes. And yeah, then again, and then at the end of the second part, I did feature that you made my heart feel super happy. I did that as a reference to Nihao Kylan, because again, that's what Kylan says at the end of every episode. And I'm glad she made my heart feel happy too, because from now on, me and Jack are gonna appear in more rabbit videos.
Yeah. Same how when Thomas first met me, he made fun of my caterpillar wheels. Hills.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I remember that
tracks.
he learned his lesson.
Yeah. When I went out without my snowplow because I hated it, and then I learned my lesson the hard way when I crashed into a large pit of snow, and then Bertie had to take my passengers for me. Yeah, Thomas, and I had to pull away your coaches, Anna and Crabbo, then come back for you.
You know, there's also another thing I just noticed.
What is it?
You're both named Terrence.
You know, about how Lulu loves flying in the air by using her balloon. Well, I really prefer my whales instead of flying in the air. Like how I cold held a Willy Bird after I first met him. He told me that Stevens and my guys were outdated. Well, Percy, I feel really bad for calling steam engines like you outdated. I just think the railway is outdated.
Yeah,
Hang
calling
on, who do
something
you feel bad
outdated is
for?
definitely disrespectful. Gotta respect them. Gotta have respect to Percy.
Yeah. You know who else I felt bad for?
Who else?
Cody from SML.
Oh yeah, because in modern SML he has been bullied a lot by Junior and Joseph.
Yeah. I hated these two so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could say that. Very mean spirited.
Bowser Jr. is way better in the Mario franchise.
Yeah, that's why I usually don't watch Super Mario Logan no more. From that nowadays, I usually watch another YouTuber. I think he's better than Super Mario Logan, to be honest. His name is
Yeah.
Crazy Mario Brothers. He makes a big. You were saying, Jack?
Well, at least for Oasis channel isn't going downhill. Oasis Oasis newer videos stay true to his older ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Basically, I wanted to do some Mario videos inspired by the old videos.
Anyways, as I was saying, although again, that's why I don't usually watch Super Mario Logan now no more. Instead, I watch another plush tuber. His name is Crazy Mario Brothers. He makes Mario videos too with his plushies, and I actually have to admit he's better.
I watch his content too.
Yeah, our creator has subscribed to that user.
Yeah, and
our creator did too.
Yeah, because I have to admit, I think he's a better plushie than Super Mario Logan. Don't get me wrong. I think nowadays Super Mario Logan is good. I just don't watch him. No, I don't watch him nowadays. But in my opinion, I think Crazy Mario Brothers is a huge improvement because at least he hasn't got a cease and desist.
Yeah, at least Junior.
I seen Crazy Mario Brothers before, but I don't watch every video of his. Because I have a hard time deciding what video to watch. Because watching every video will take a long time, right?
True. You could just at least pick a favorite that you might be interested in. Yeah, I know they have a lot of content, but I usually pick out the ones that interest me the most. Like the first video I got into the channel was the video where Luigi was buried alive. That was the video that got me into their channel.
The first one I watch is when Bowser Jr. has to deal with Baldi from Baldi's Facing.
Yeah.
Ooh, we can see it.
And some videos I just watch just to give out my criticism.
Same here, SFD. I give out criticism to ones I watch.
Like, I only watch Modern SML just to give out my criticism. That's it.
Yeah, the same goes for me because I can't stand Mario/Marvin. He's nothing but an abusive, heartless, cruel, selfish, mean-spirited jerk to Jeffy. All he does is yell at him for no reason, force him to eat green beans. He is a rude dad.
And I just can't take Junior and Joseph anymore because all they do is just make fun of Cody and make the same stupid mom jokes that are not funny anymore.
Yeah, if I was to change Super Mario Logan, I would rather replace Marvin/Mario and replace him with a much more nicer dad.
And if I were him, I would give Cody better friends.
Yeah, I would. I know I'm going to sound rude for this, but I wish I could just speed up Mario/Marvin and Super Mario Logan. Again, I know that may sound like I may being a jerk, but I can't stand him. Every time I see him yell at Jeff, he makes me feel like I want to punch him in the face.
I would definitely make a grounded series out of Marvin.
And Marvin, speaking of Marvin, he kind of reminds me of like Steven Stotts from South Park. God, I can't stand that mean-spirited father. He's really abusive towards Butters.
Yeah, you gotta have respect to your own son, and Marvin must do the same. If he ever does this again, I swear, I wish I could just make a drawing of me punching him in the face or yelling at him to be nice to Jeffy. Like, again, I know this may sound like I'm being a like a heartless jerk. But still, again, like I said, I can't stand Marvin. Like I said, all he likes to do is yell at him, force him to eat green beans, and likes to ground him for no stupid freaking reason.
You know, I am not much better than him.
Yeah, me
The
too.
Marvin guy.
Classic Mario from SML's much better.
And even Mario from the Super Mario franchise.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even when Smoothmore Wogan says that Marvin wasn't a permanent change, seriously, it didn't age well. That's right, it definitely did not age well.
Yeah. The old Mario's better.
Exactly. Like seriously, they're just like I'm pretty sure the reason why Logan likes doing this is because he wants to be a mean spirited jerk to Jeffy. That's why. He just likes to torture Jeffy. That's why. And I feel bad for Jeffy.
Mamma mia.
Yeah.
This is Jeffy abuse, and Marvin/Marvin/Logan has to stop. I mean, yes, I know they're doing it for comedy and entertainment purposes only, but still, this has to stop.
Sorry, the Thomas and Friends and Tugs band 2004. You're not the boss of us.
What? Mamma mia! What did he just say?
Yes.
Yeah, like in the lyrics of the Malcolm in the Middle theme song, "You're not the boss of me now."
Yeah. You're not the boss of us. It's just our opinion. And we're taking Jeffy's side because it's our creator's opinion because he likes Jeffy.
I mean, and if there's some people who likes or hates Jeffy, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our supporter Jeremy doesn't like Jeffy very much.
Yeah.
I have a friend that doesn't like Jeffy, and mostly I have a few friends. But for me, I'm kind of neutral to him.
Yeah, and even Pingo D240 agrees.
Yeah.
He says even in drawing Jeffy, Molly and Rosalina were brain dead. I'm not gonna say that word because it's just that.
Let's just say they're just idiots. Let's leave it.
Yeah, brain dead idiots as they ground Jeffy for bothering them, even though it was drawing Jeffy who was bothering Molly and Rosalina in the first place. Yeah,
I don't even like Rosalina in SNL because she just screams like a banshee.
Yeah, that is true. I can't stand her screaming.
And there's one South Park episode where Buzz about Cartman to take over him, but he does a crappy job by saying nasty things to Steven and Linda, and they falsely accuse Buzz for it, and they beat him up. Seriously, they should be in jail for this, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah. And also another thing, in the SML video, Jeffy gets framed. Junior decides to put the blame on Jeffy, and thus Marvin likes to be abusive, heartless jerk that he always is, to grounds Jeffy that he broke the vase when he didn't. Well, luckily Jeffy got his revenge and told Mario/Marvin the truth, and then he slapped him. Well, you know what? Again, I know I'm gonna sound like a jerk for this, but I think he deserves that slap because he needs to be. He should say it in a nice way, not a yelling, meaning, heartless, evil way.
And you know what
when I think it's better? When the Belgium on Bob's Burgers. Way better than when the starch.
Yeah, Linda is a good mom and a better mom too. The same goes for Queen Novo from My Little Pony movie, Susan Long from American Dragon Jake Long, Mrs. Knight from Big Time Rush, Millie Tabuti from Chalk Zone, and any other mom I can think of.
It's so sad. I don't have any parents. But surely Nickelodeon can rebuild them somehow.
Yeah, true, Kylan. Like I remember that Arnold had parents, but they didn't officially appear until like the Jungle movie.
Which I would truly call it the true finale.
Yeah, because Arnold really was hoping to see his parents.
Well, despite failing in ratings, it was totally worth it.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Screw the ratings. It was worth it.
Yeah, the Jungle movie was definitely a perfect way to end Hey Arnold.
And heck, I'd rather watch that any day than to watch any crap movies we got from 2017.
Yeah.
And about this one scene in Kailan's trip to China, Kailan Chow giving a hot box to who the baby panda in the episode Kailan's trip to China. Sorry if I said it twice. I still love Meow Kailan, but the context is poor. Nickelodeon has some explaining to do, and I have a theory on this. Did Kailan have a few spare hot boxes back at her house? Or did that baby panda change his mind and decide to give Kailan her hot box back? Just asking. If her hot box reappeared again in Kailan's Big Surprise, which is a season 2 episode.
That is a good question. And a good theory, too.
You know what else I find stupid?
What?
Like there's that South Park episode where Randy was playing Wheel of Fortune and now everybody's just hating on him because he said the no word.
Yeah, that word we don't.
And it was acting hypocritical towards him and passing him as well by calling him the N-word guy.
Like seriously, everyone
an
was
accident.
to jerk to Randy in that episode. And that is just disrespectful.
I mean, I would say
and
it
also
was an accident.
And also, my stepdad is being hypocritical towards Chris Savino by passing him all because he harassed those women, and being hypocritical toward by asking me that he asking me a sexual joke. If you don't mean by sexual, I'll tell you.
Oh my god.
Like a few days ago, when I was in the bathroom, trying to take a crap, he asked me if I was giving birth. I didn't laugh, not one bit. Hey, seriously, the giving birth jokes are really offensive and totally unfunny, even towards women.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry,
That proves he's hypocritical, right?
Yeah, he is indeed a hypocrite. I don't laugh as well. Well, in the words of that one meme, I'm gonna go ahead and play it as long as you don't get copyrighted.
Here we go. Not funny.
That can never be too funny.
Yeah.
Yes, not funny. Didn't laugh.
Ooh, hilarious. Well,
If I would never tell that joke to my future wife. Now would I?
No.
Don't talk about that.
Let's see. Oh, dude, we could send some Google.
And that scene from the Powerpuff Girls reboot, that's where I want to be like Polly saying, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Or something from Futurama saying.
And it's drawing of the Fox game. I really want to show this to James Sari, where he did always see it, which is on his Twitter page.
Yeah, I did remember Jack did show that to him on Twitter, and he liked it.
Well, at least James Surrey understands about Neil Kylan being cancelled unfairly since he was on the show.
True.
Well, it's now okay to share my secret crush online since my mom and stepdad understand.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess that's okay now.
Let's see. Dear Rihanna, let me start over. Dear Rihanna Peters, I really love and admire you for your acting as Kaiwan Chow, also as Daisy Lee and Victorious when you helped out Ariana Grande. I do appreciate your culture since I'm into Chinese. I felt stupid for blaming China for this awful virus, and I was wondering if you could date me, even though we're not the same age, but we're close. Sincerely yours, Jack Richard McDaniel. P.S. My dad was born in California. How was that?
Yeah, I actually really like the letter.
Very well executed.
Yeah. Yeah, little fun fact, we were almost done with making the Secret Crush video back in October, but then we were so close to finishing it, and now we have to start making it again. Like we were like this close to finishing up the video, but now we gotta try it again. We gotta restart everything. But don't worry, the video will be out. The video will be out soon. We just gotta remake some of the characters that we need for the video, especially which that will also be Stella's first major appearance in the series. Not Stella from the Loud House, but Stella from Todd World.
Also, for the 45th anniversary of the original Nick Jr., I was thinking of doing the opening to Blue's Clues Blue's birthday, as long as I don't get copyrighted by Viacom. Didn't I say that already?
Yeah,
I think you said
yeah,
before.
you can do that if you want.
And Adrian, the Awesome Guy 2005 says Disney XD took some shows off the lineup like Milo Murphy's Wall and Sonic vs. the Force of Evil. Me, why Disney XD and is grounded for nothing videos we use nowadays? No idea. And when I saw Star and Michael gets grounded for nothing, I was where, wait a minute, that's not Star and Michael's real parents. Do you agree?
Yeah, I didn't see that video because I've been focusing on my stuff that I do.
And here she also says, when a stock sucks.
And about the grounded for nothing things, they're cringe. Total
Yeah.
cringe.
Yeah. I could see why most videos don't work so well. I don't even watch these type of videos sometimes. By the way, that was just Mighty Eagle saying that, not me.
Okay, that's fine.
Fair point, Mighty Eagle.
Besides, what's the whole point of making Punishment Day? That's just too abusive.
Right.
Like, I get it. Some people may hate characters like Caillou or Dora or whatever, but they didn't have to go that far.
Yeah.
And plus, that's not even. And plus, those are not even good punishments. That's just wrong.
Yeah, and mean spirited too.
If you want to punish your kid, try taking away their privileges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like for example, in the live action version of Roderick Rules, Greg and Roderick's parents punished them. Greg lost video games for 2 weeks, and Roderick can only drive his van only from school to home when he takes Greg to school. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. But not like in the recent one. Oof.
I don't know what that purple bird that we know owes that to, but I sure hope he's gonna have community service for the rest of the year.
You can say that.
Oh, there's that purple bird that kind of looks like me. Yeah, there is that purple bird who looks just like Red, but he's more of a villain.
Yeah, sinister, I would say. Oof.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the time. This kind of reminds me of just like there's the anti-version of the Crimson Chin, and that time with Sonic.
Snake-chin.
Yep. And
Yeah.
just like how people confuse Sonic with Shadow.
Like how people confuse Kai Lan with Dora, which they look nothing alike.
Yeah.
And people confuse Deadpool with Spider-Man.
Sonic and I look nothing alike.
Yeah, and then for my favorite movie of 2022, Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank, some people say that it's copying Kung Fu Panda when it's actually not. Both Paws of Fury and Kung Fu Panda have nothing in common.
Gesundheit.
If you think, you know what? I think the little panda fighter, that's the real copycat.
Yeah, that I agree with.
Bootleg.
Paws of Fury, I think it was okay. I mean, I don't love it or hate it. I just think, it was okay.
And the comments on my recent video is still enabled.
Yeah, for some reason, YouTube keeps turning off the comments for no reason, but then we have to turn them back on.
Mm-hmm.
King Pig, you're not thinking about stealing the eggs, are you? Nope. Then get out of here.
I'm getting late, and I'm worried that my mom's stepdad or both will be furious at me for not taking a shower, just like last time.
Yeah, so I guess we can end it there. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I might have to check on Christian and Jay Regan on Google Photos tonight.
Yeah, and then I have to finish up the transcript for the first episode of my voice series.
But before we do, I have one question. What if Wintu, Ho-Ho, and Tolly turn human?
That would actually be interesting. I think it would be nice to see them as humans.
You know, I kind of want to see what it's like.
Yeah, kind of like well, I gotta go check on Christian and Jay. Peace out.
And then I gotta finish up the transcript. So.
And I gotta finish on my remake.
Yeah, so I guess we'll end it off right there, I guess. So I guess me and Boo will close the introduction, but anyways, everyone, we all hope you enjoyed another one of Jack's live streams. We'll be back for another one soon. And yeah, our creator has to go finish up the transcript for the next episode of his awarded series. Yeah, by the way, Justin's awarded series is officially back. I know it's been a long time since we haven't made one of these or Mobucks and Chandler's Granted series, but we are officially back to doing these. Yeah, the transcript is almost done. We're going to be finishing up in just a minute. We last left off on the transcript is where when our creator goes into Luna's room and asks her to be part of the family.
You know, I think since this is a good time to end it, I know what will be an appropriate time. Get him!
Oh. And Edwin, the awesome guy 2005 says, "F you do nowadays. Can't agree more."
Yeah. Okay, guys. And he also the Thomas and Friends Tugs from Franchise Boy says, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I can handle your opinion on Jeffy." All right, it's fine.
But about this one scene in Kaiwan's trip to China, about Kaiwan giving a hot box to that baby panda, I have mixed feelings for it. Seriously, how? I'm not mad at Kaiwan for this, although she's a fictional character. How could she give her own hot box to such a little baby animal like a panda? Just because it's cute, doesn't mean you should give it to him or her.
Yeah, that is a good point. You know, this also reminds me with Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank. At the end of the movie, Hank receives his own sword for protecting Kakamucho, but he didn't want to accept it, and so he gave it to Emiko, the little cat, who also wants to become a samurai. I also have mixed feelings about it too because Emiko looks a little too young to be a samurai. She's like 4 or 5 years old. And I also have mixed feelings on that too. That reminds me of that moment from Kailan's great trip to China.
And Matt Play says, "I'm going to make an extreme rant on a New Balance series. But I don't do extreme rants anymore because it's like we're making a big deal out of it."
True. So, yeah. Well, anyways, everyone, again, like we said, this has been the end of the stream. We'll be back for another one soon. Happy early 35th anniversary to Nick Jr., although the anniversary is on January 4th.
Yeah.
The next episode of Justin's Awarded series is still in development. We got to finish up the transcript. We're also going to work on a music video, too, which should come out hopefully by tomorrow. We'll see.
And speaking of pandas, remember episode 76 of Diesel for Hire? Instead of Diesel destroying the toy, Diesel yells at Winter Ho-Ho and Toy to get out.
Oh, that I remember. Yeah. Yeah, and I might also give Kylan and her friends a little more time to shine in our series as well, because me and Jack are going to appear more often with them in my award series as well. The same goes for Lincoln because he's also going to be appearing in this episode, and for the reward I get for help putting Lily to sleep will be the first Die of Wimpy Kid book, even though I got it for Christmas.
And Chris Vanero says, "What's your favorite Nichino show?" I have a lot of favorite Nichino shows, such as the original Blue's Clues, as well as Blue's Clues and You, Wow Wubsy, Niao, Kai, Lan, and let's see, like Little Bear, despite me not watching it in years, Max and Ruby. What else is there? Ruby, Miffy. Although I haven't watched that show in years either.
Yeah, I actually remember Miffy too. I actually haven't watched the show in years as well. The same goes for another one.
Constantine and Miffy have a lot of things in common. Both are European shows. Both are created by women. Both are stop motion animation. And all the characters are voiced by one person.
Yeah. Having the characters all voiced by one person kind of reminds me of another show from my childhood. In the early seasons of a show called Fireman Sam, all the characters were voiced by the same actor, John Alderton.
Which is the narrator.
Yes, true. And there's also another Nick Jr. show I remember watching, and I haven't saw it in years. It's also from my childhood. It's called Gullah Gullah Island. That was my childhood right there too.
I didn't grow up with it.
Understandable, but I haven't saw the show in years, but it was from my childhood. I remember with the theme song as well.
Opinion on Sora's Raiders and the Lost Treasure? It's kind of a good way to celebrate 70 years of the Railway series, except for that one infamous scene where Satama had yells from the bottom of his lungs at Thomas for nothing. It's like he's accusing him with playing with the dynamite. I know dynamite can be dangerous, but still.
How is this Thomas's fault?
It was sort of Ryan. It was sort of Ryan's fault when he took on the back hole. If they put up a warning sign, this wouldn't have happened.
I know, but instead it just randomly happens and then ends up yelling at him.
Reminds you of Benson always yelling at Mordecai and Rigby for nothing.
Yeah, that's my problem with Benson. Now don't get me wrong. I think Benson is actually a pretty cool character, but the only problem I can't stand is he always yells at Mordecai and Rigby to get back to work or they're fired. Well, in my opinion, Benson is not the boss. It's Mr. Maynard. Mr. Maynard is the true boss of regular show. He is the one who usually fires people. So Benson shouldn't be doing that. Mr. Maynard should be. Like, Again, I know I'm going to sound like a jerk for this, but if Benson ever threatens to fight Mordecai and Rigby again, I would snap at him, tell him if he does, I would report him to Mr. Maynard. I know that would sound like I'm becoming a jerk to him, but I just always hate when he always threatens to fight Mordecai and Rigby. Like I said, it's not his job. It's Mr. Maynard. He's the boss of regular show. At least in my opinion.
About Sora's Raiders and the Lost Treasure, I can't really blame Andrew Brennan for this, aka the legendary head writer.
Yeah. And then earlier when I was talking about the American Dragon Jake Long episode Family Business, when it was written by Chris Nee, although I'm mad at her for getting Jake punished at the end, I still like her though. She did at least work on a couple of episodes that were better than that episode, such as A Befuddled Mind, The Town. No, it was Eye of the Beholder, I think. Yeah. And the Ghost Story. That's pretty much it. Yeah, by the way, we will have to remake a Jake in his dragon form for our series as well when we feature him in more of our videos.
Geez, a lot of people are shooting fireworks. Excuse me.
Your excuse.
Hold on, P.T. Boomer, cut billing from Thompson Magic Railroad.
Well, I actually like the Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I have it on DVD. It's in my closet.
I used to have it on my VHS.
I used to have the VHS version as well, but I got rid of it since I now have the DVD of it.
I really got to get the DVD version because as pretty much on streaming apps, I couldn't find it anywhere. Except I had to pay subscription, which sucked.
Well, I think since Alec Baldwin was interested in magic, he decided to voice future Timmy in Channel Chasers, right?
Yeah, you do have a good point there, and I did like him as future Timmy as well.
Alec Baldwin.
And speaking of magic, the Monkey King's magic, isn't he?
Yeah, that is true. The Monkey King is also a magical person too.
And you know what's
Monkey. Not trying to offend him.
And there's another movie I know Alec Baldwin's in, and that is the first SpongeBob movie.
Oh yeah, he was the voice of Dennis.
Yep.
And Alec Baldwin was also the voice of Makunga from Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa.
Which I got a new copy of Escape to Africa in my new Madagascar The Ultimate Collection DVD.
Yep, I remember seeing the update video on that. Yeah, as for me, I also do have all the 3 films, but I have them on their individual DVD releases.
And in my new Broadcast VHS update, sorry I never bothered to show the tape. And I'm not going to say nobody's perfect term, because the nobody's perfect term doesn't make sense. Because some people out there are perfect. It's because it's best if I use the not everyone is perfect term, because it's more suitable, right?
Yeah, that does sound more suitable.
Ow.
And the Thomas and Friends Tugs fan chat, the voice says, you should really watch the director's cut. It makes a lot more sense than the final film.
Yeah, I could see why.
And Matt Way says, what are your thoughts on the South Park episode, I should never have gone ziplining?
I don't think I've seen the episode before.
But I have. And
Same here.
There's one scene where Stan, Kyle, Carmen, and Kenny were in their live action teenage versions of themselves.
Yeah, that was something I never seen in a South Park episode until sometime earlier in 2022.
Yeah, probably one of my favorite South Park episodes is Taming Strange, where Ike acted weird in that episode.
Taming Strange. What's that episode about? Because Comedy Central was too lazy to make episode titles for South Park episodes. Same how Nickelodeon was too lazy to make episode titles for Dora the Explorer, which we hate Dora the Explorer nowadays.
Yeah. Anyway, the Taming Strange episode was about that Ike was starting to become like a grown-up, and then after watching an episode of Yo Gabba Gabba, Ike becomes so obsessive over Fufa.
Well, nowadays, I don't even care about Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, I don't watch it that much nowadays, too.
Well,
I haven't even watched it in a long
But
time.
isn't fair that Yo Gabba Gabba's getting a revival and not Meow Kaiwan? Well, I now realize that Viacom had nothing to do with Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah. Yeah, Viacom had nothing to do with the show in the first place, so I don't even understand how it's coming back.
But I recently discovered that Yo Gabba Gabba's music was made by the same composer who previously composed for the original Rugrats and The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, Mark Mudsbaugh actually appeared on the show. He did some drawing segment. I actually like the drawing segment because I actually do like Mark Mudsbaugh too. He was also the front man of the band the Devo. And it also helped me get into making drawings and pictures too. Well, yeah.
And the awesome guy, 2005 says, what is your opinion on Paper Luigi 99?
Hold on. Paper Luigi 99. I think I've heard of him before. I think I might have heard of him before. I think we have. It's been a while.
I think I'll get going now, so I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, me too. But again, thank you all for watching the stream, and we gotta go too, because like we said, we have to finish up the transcript. But